Hello guys, what is up? Vass here. Once again, I am going to apologize because I haven't uploaded in around 2 weeks. That is so crazy, my bad. Just high school process is hard. I'm in 8th grade going into high school next year, so it's kind of stressful. And you just want good grades and you're looking into what high schools you want to get into. But I'm sure you guys don't care about that. But today I am going to thank you guys for being patient and just going to give you some clean render tips. You guys may know these, but it's for the beginners, I guess. So obviously you're going to find a render you like. You can open it, right click, open with Adobe Photoshop, or just drag it on if you already have something that you're working with. So let me just find a render. I'll just use this, I guess. And the first thing I do is think about, what is the theme of my banner going to be? Is it going to be a dark theme or like a light upbeat theme? What's the lighting going to be like? For now, I'll just work with a dark theme. So you are going to double click on the layer or just press effects if you're selected on the layer. I'm just going to double click that, select gradient overlay, and where it says blend mode normal, go ahead and click that and scroll all the way down to overlay. You can adjust this how you like with the opacity. Depending, you can also select different gradients obviously by this, but black and white usually does the job done. So because it's going to be dark, let's just do that. It's around 74%, and as you notice, puts a little nice shadow there without width, so that's pretty good. The next thing I usually do is select Inner Glow. Inner Glow is a useful tool. You just go on Inner Glow, select it, and then keep that there and select what color you would like, or gradient, but color looks nicer in my opinion. So depending on what the lighting is like, let's just say the lighting is brown. Let's just say brown, who knows, because the skin theme is brown, and if you're in doubt, just match with the skin theme, I guess. So select your color and then adjust the noise, the opacity, and the size, and you can mess with the other things. So let me just, what is it on? Oh, overlay. You guys need to select overlay, by the way. Forgot about that, so it doesn't look all weird. Yeah, so select overlay, and you can see that with the lighting really makes the glow look good. So there's like maybe a glowstone under your render and it's just the lighting. So I'm gonna keep that about 68. The size and opacity, let's do 64. Yeah, that should be good for now. You guys can mess around with that. And then the next thing I usually do is add a drop shadow. Drop shadows are pretty effective, make the render just look more clean. So you can mess with the size all you want, as you can see, without drop shadow width. You can make it any color, just do black, so it's normal. You can spread it out more, which doesn't look too great. I'm gonna keep the spread at 7, and let's make it, yeah, it doesn't really change anything. I'm gonna keep the distance there. The distance is just moving the shadow around. And if you guys want to, you can add an outer glow. I wouldn't really mess around with this too much. It doesn't look too great unless you're adding some sort of effect, as you can see. Turn down the opacity. Yeah guys, so if you want to mess with the outer glow, just mess around with it, I guess. Doesn't look too great, so let's just turn on the opacity, and that should, let me just make it, and the spread is like how thick it is. That should look good, and you guys can also mess with the patterns and all that. That is your own preference. Sometimes it looks good. I'm not going to use it. You can mess with the satin, which I usually use. I pronounced that wrong for sure. But if it's a dark theme, it's a really good thing to mess around with. Turn down the opacity though. And that's basically it. You guys can mess around with other things. I'm sure there's things I left out, but for now, I hope you do enjoy those clean render tips, and see you guys.